Okay guys, we're into the playlist builder now, and what we need to do here is we put in a username and a password. This is for a Google account, okay? And if you've got multi-channels in there, it will show you the channels that you've got here, okay? So put your username, your password, click on load the channels, and this should appear if you've got multi-channels. Okay, so what we can do is put in here a target money URL, put in a keyword that we want to target, give it a compelling headline for the playlist name. We can choose the number of videos to be added. These will be the top ranked videos on YouTube, okay, and we can put in a description. So let me just explain what all of that is in just a second, but I want to get a video URL that I want to be at the top of the playlist. This is obviously going to be one of my own, okay, so let me just go and have a look in here and see if I can find one I think is suitable. Let's take this one. This is the power of automation for video SEO. Okay, so let's take that one. Let's come back over to the tool, and I'm going to put this URL in here. Okay, now the keyword for that one is about SEO automation. Okay, so I'm going to put in here SEO automation. And that's a seed keyword that I'm going to build around, okay, because I'm going to create 5 or 6 playlists at one time, okay. So the headline here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with the one I've already got in here. So I'm just going to copy, see if I can do it with the copy and paste. Control C, come back over. Okay, so I'm going to choose the top 5 videos in YouTube results, search results. Okay, so mine is going to be number 1. There's going to be another 5. What I'm doing is I'm building relevancy. Okay, I'm building relevancy for my content. Okay, now just to make this quick and easy, I'm going to take that title and put it in here, and I'm going to take this URL as well, and I'm going to put it back in here. And you should really, you've got 5,000 characters to use here. You should really be using some optimization with an article or something like that. I don't have one right now, so I don't want to stop the video and do one. So what I want to do then is start the playlist creation. Okay, so just going to this channel, we're going to start the first playlist. All I have to do is click on, and it takes a couple of seconds to go and create this playlist. And I'll just pause the video maybe for a second waiting for this. Okay, and that is completed now. Now what has actually happened in the background is that we have a time delay automatically built in here, and that's why it was counting down from 11 seconds down to 0. Then it did it again, which we put in as a sort of safety thing. Let me just go and copy this URL here. This is a playlist URL once it has been created, and I can come over here, paste and go, and you can see it's pulled in the top ranking videos. Now because I used the exact same title here, I've actually got my video in here a couple of times, okay, because it's it's the exact title in here. Okay, but it's just to give an example of what to do, how you can do this. But it's a great way to target your keywords, build relevancy for your video, and you're putting it in with the top ranked videos. Okay, so let's see a different way to use it. Or what I usually do is I usually create maybe 5 or 6 of these playlists. Now what we used to do before was, before the multi-channels was available, the multi-channel feature in YouTube was available, we used to create about 5 or 6 within the same channel, and it did begin to look a little bit spammy, and we don't need to do that anymore, because all I need to do now is change over to another channel within my multi-channels. Now what I want to do is not use the exact same keywords, but something related. Okay, so I might do SEO automation software this time. Okay, and I might want to change this title as well. So I could even go up to the tube optimization and get some compelling headlines, ideas for being able to do this. But just for the sake of simplicity, let's see if we can just come up with something that's quite interesting. Okay, something like that. Not too not too long, because we've got a minimum amount of not characters anymore in the Google search engine results. It's a pixel size they show now. Okay, so I've created, I'm going to create another playlist on a different channel with the same lead video. Okay, and all I need to do now is click on Start Playlist Creation again, and it's going to go and create a playlist on that channel. And I could keep going for all of these. Okay, and I can go and create, 5 or 6 or 10, depending on how many multi-channels you got here. But it's just been able to move those playlists around different multi-channels so that I can get the same effect without it looking spammy inside my main account. So you can see here, it doesn't take that long at all. That one is done. Let's go and take a look at this one now. And it's going to be slightly different because we changed the keyword slightly here. Let's just go over here. Let's paste and go. And there we go. So basically you can see I've got some Peter Drew's videos are in here. I'm basically linking. I'm making my software video related to this one. Okay, very, very, very easy to do, and we can keep going ahead and doing that. Okay, now there's another way that we can do it as well, and that is going over to this one that says search and build. So if I was to take a keyword, let's just say free SEO software, and I did a search, and you can see in here that it's going to pull in the top ranked videos on YouTube. Okay, and we've got the video IDs showing here what rank it is in here as well. Okay, what I can do then is maybe choose the ones I feel are most relevant, and I can create a playlist this way as well. Okay, and we're going to give the playlist a name. Let's just go and grab one from over here because it's quicker. Actually, let's take this name here. Free SEO software. We want for the... No, let me take this. This is playlist name. Money URL video we want to take from here one more time. And the playlist description, I'm just going to swipe it from over here. I'm going to change this one slightly instead of the number one. Okay. And we can start creating the playlist from here as well. Okay, now this is a very, very good strategy if you want to get into sort of high volume niches where people are doing videos about things like music, for example. If you've got a music artist that you want to do, you can sort of curate all that content into one playlist without you even having to upload that content, which is pretty cool. And you can see some very, very, very high traffic type of sub niches. If you look at the one I keep referring to in previous videos is the sort of conspiracy theory documentary type videos on YouTube. They get huge amount of hits, massive amounts of hits. The traffic there is phenomenal. The problem that they have got, these guys that are uploading these sort of documentaries, is often they are doing so without permission to do so for that particular content. But they put them up there anyway. Sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't. And if you wanted to do something like that, you can do it without risking your own channel, because you're just curating content from other people's channels. Basically, you're just creating a playlist from other people's channels, and that way, you're not going to get yourself in any trouble. You can do it for music, for movies, for DVDs, and for sort of DVD releases that might be up on YouTube. You can do it for anything you want. Okay, so you can get into those very, very high traffic niches or pull together just the best content from any specific niche, but often you're going to find very high traffic niches available, and you can just create that content into your own channel to build relevancy immediately. Okay, so when I do channel optimization, this is a major part of my channel optimization, and we're going to cover that in the next section here that says section creator. But for now, what I can do is create a playlist using this particular strategy, and I'm going to do this with this one here, YouTube SEO discussions. It's something I don't really use, so I don't really care about the playlist being on there that's not properly thought out. So we'll just wait for that to happen, and then we will go into the section creator. Just waiting for 1 second, and sometimes it goes back at the bottom here, and it will count down again. And there we go. Okay, so that's created, and we can go and see what that looks like as well. Copy this back over here, paste and go, and there we go. Okay, so our video is going to be first. When this will show up in the search engines, the first video thumbnail is one that shows up. Okay, so your video thumbnail will show up there. It's always a good idea to be able to create thumbnails nice and quickly and easily. And I do that by using pixlr.com. Is it pixlr.com? Let me just see. Pixlr.com editor. It's very, very, very easy to do. And what you can do is save it in a library. For example, let's log in here with Google. Should have one already in here. No, I don't have. What is very, very easy to do here, if I just create a new one in here, file, actually I'm just going to restart this page. I'm going to create a new image. I'm going to give it, I'll just leave this at 800 to 600. Okay, and we can put a layer in here first, open image as a layer, and I can come down a little bit and find an image. Let's take this one. Okay, and I can put in some text in here as well. Change the color. Okay, change the size a little bit. Move that over here. And we can even make it bold or italic or whatever. Let's take another image. I like to use this one here. You've got to use this little arrow thing if you want to move things around. And that's how hard it is. I mean, it's really, really, really simple to make an image like this. You can just save that into your desktop or into your computer. And I'll just call this one Playlist Builder. And click OK. And save that. And so I've got a thumbnail that we can just upload easily into YouTube. Okay, and to add it into YouTube, it's really, really, really easy. If I come in here, go to my video manager. Let's just find one that's got one about the playlist from a previous video I've done for this tool. No, I can't find it. So playlist builder should be one or two in this particular channel. You can see I've already got one in here, but it's very, very easy to do. Just edit in here. And here we can see the thumbnails. All we need to do is to be able to add another thumbnail in here. And I might want to change the image in here because I've already got one, so it would give you an option to upload another one. But we can just click on that and it will pull it in. It's as simple as that. It's really, really, really that fast to be able to create thumbnails if you really want to use them. Okay, so for this particular strategy, it makes sense that you can do that. Okay, so you can have a nice image when it does show up in the search engines. Now, playlists will rank as well. Okay, I've seen it many, many times in the past that these playlists rank really, really well. What is a good thing to do with these, because you can create so many of them now using a tool like this with so many different multi-channels, is to go for the longer tail keywords, okay, and use them in that kind of sense. And what you can do as well is you can take the links from your last playlist that was uploaded and put it into a text box file. Yeah, just paste that in here. And if I go and create another one now, let's see, put it for video marketing services for Thai businesses, free SEO software for businesses, something like that. And we can just change it around a little bit. And all we need to do, start creating a playlist again. But what I could have done here actually was to put in that last URL in here from the last playlist. That way you're building a sort of a silo, okay? I clicked the button too early, which kind of defeated the purpose. But anyway, if I had just copied that one in here, then it would have made more sense, because then I'm linking back to the previous one that I had already created. So you can actually go and create little link wheels with this as well, very, very easily. It's kind of semi-automated, semi-manual, but very, very easy to do. Okay, so that's going to go away and do this. It's just waiting for 10 seconds there. So let's take a look at the section creator in here. And basically what we can do, you've got to make sure the channel you're on will have some playlists in it. Okay, so let's see if I've got one on this main channel here. And what we can do is click here to load the playlists. Okay, so what we do is we're going to click on the load playlist in here and give it a few seconds. And you can see all the playlists that I have on this particular channel appear down here. You can see what we used to be doing with these playlists before, when we were doing them all on one channel. Okay, so it's a good opportunity for me to go in there and clean them up now that we can do things with multi-channels. So what I can do now is I can choose some of these that I think are relevant and put them together, just checkboxing them. Okay, these are not the best example for relevancy, but I'm just showing you how to create a section. And this will appear, this section will appear inside your channel homepage. So you might want to put something like, for example, this one seems to be about real estate mainly. Let's just get rid of the SEO one. So I've got 3 playlists here about real estate. Let's see if there's any more that is relevant for that. And choose one of these. Okay. And what I can do is create a title for it, for this section name. And what I'm really doing is I'm putting all those playlists together. So I'm building more relevancy in that particular section, creating a kind of a silo at the same time. I'm linking playlists together. Okay. So the section name, I could put something like real estate lawyers in patio, for example. Okay. Just tidy that up a little bit. I actually don't want to use the word lawyers. I think it's a crappy one. It's a very poor example of relevancy because I'd have so many mixed playlists in here when I've been doing my testing. Okay, so let's just put real estate and patio. Let's leave it at that. Start creating the section. Okay, so that's been created now. So if I go over to that particular channel, there will be a new section created there. Let's see if I'm on the right channel here. Okay, I need to go back to previous. YouTube.com. User. This one here. That's the section we just created here. Okay, so this helps you to build extra sort of silos, extra relevancy, etc. And that's the way that it's done. Okay, so it's actually a very, very useful tool, this whole playlist builder. I think a lot of people underestimate it, to be honest. It does a lot of really good stuff. What I would like to do in the future with this one is take it a little bit further. I've got some ideas that I really want to do with this because with the ability to be able to create sort of playlists and sections and relevancy and silos and stuff like that, we also have the ability to kind of interlink all of the different multi-channels via this little tool. Okay, so there's some things I want to do just to put in some strategies that will make it one click to create all that kind of stuff very, very easy, where we can just put in bulk keywords, bulk titles, etc. Click a button and it all happens in the background, so we don't even need to, even though it's quick as it is right now, as fast as it is right now, we don't have to jump in and out the different channels. That we can just click one button, have a list of these keywords and have a list of the compelling headlines, have a list of the sections we want to create, and just have it just go in the background and do it all for us. And we know that we have just done optimization in one click. That would be pretty awesome. That's how I want to take this further next. Okay, but very, very, very good tool. Please don't underestimate it. It's some solid SEO strategies behind here, and it's worth using quite often. Okay, thanks. I'll see you in the next video.